Hello again everyone, I'm Nesbit, you're the People of Skyrim, and we continue the testing of Midwood. I've finished the patchwork for the island and for the Conflict at Solitude docks, and I've also got a reduction patch running for Matthys 3D trees, and these patches will be available soon. Let's get in game. Now, I've started a new character because I'm retesting. And I'm going to go all the way back. Before we get onto the island, okay? So, let's just bring... Oh, it hasn't. I must post in my Discord. It hasn't come up in my Discord. Typical. What's going on? Here we go, okay. Let's just go forward and get some light. Okay. Okay, let's just save. I am just going to post in my Discord that I'm live, so bear with me please, folks. Just going to do that, to post in my Discord, now live. Just so people know. Okay, good. And let's get... Hello, Yoef. Hello again, Yoef. Wow, man. How are you? Let's get back in game. Okay, nice to see you again. Now, I've started a brand new character, folks, for Midwood Isle. Because I've done all the changes, all the corrections. I've started a new game. Okay. And we are going to go to the island and we're going to nav mesh test the patchwork and the reduced Matthys 3D trees. Obviously because the island's very compact with a lot of trees on it. And with Matthys trees it does create a draw on the frames per second. Now I'm now getting roughly 55 to 60 in nearly every area. And if you remember at the beginning of this testing, we were dropping to 40, 48 around there, 55 all over the shop. We've got now a stable frame rate pretty much in most areas, except for the odd one or two cells at the very back end of the island, which is an issue, so,
God, look, I didn't like... What? Look, I'm really sorry. Yes, of course. They came from a place...
Right, so let's go. So yeah, so obviously the patch supports this docks area in Solitude that conflicts with Tposc and Midwood Isles. So that's been sorted, as you can just see. We're now going to move over to Midwood. I did obviously the first part of the quest.
We're here. Welcome to Midwood Isle.
I've also updated all LODs, so we're now running Matthys. So we've got Matthys LODs now for the trees and everything. So I've updated all the LODs as well, and I'll also provide that for people when I put the patches out.
Well, if I were you, I'd talk to the king's advisor, Siphon.
Okay, so the first thing we noticed when we started this last time, we went into the town, and we were dropping to about 45 in the centre of town, if you remember the first streams. Already we're holding at a good 60, all directions. See that? So that's a good start straight away. Oh, sorry, we're going to run down. Which way should we go? Let's go this way, just for randomness, because I've always gone the other ways. We'll go back the other ways as well. Centre of town. So you can see, look, now we're going to hit the centre of town, so let's see what happens. And it's when we turn back and look back the way we came, when we generally see some drops there. Okay, that's all good. And there's no drops. We were dropping to 55. 40-ish, 48 around there. Okay, so we were dropping the frames, and now there's no drops. There's a little drop there just for a split second of 55. It's a split second, it comes back up. So that is a lot better. The performance is much more stable and a lot better. Okay. We're now going to go to the other areas where there were drops, and we're going to test those as well, okay? I think what I'll do is I'll just go through to the day. Oh, let's check some interiors, because I'm now running the TPSC. I'm running the patch obviously for the island, but I've also done the interiors for Lux as well. Most of the interiors has been updated for Lux. Okay, we'll go to Florin as well in a minute. Oh, we're in Florin, sorry. Not Florence. I'm thinking of the other one. Alverton, and we'll check out Lundy as well, whatever it is, okay? Okay, so, where am I going? Where's the inn in this place? Let's go to the inn. Just trying to remember where everything is. I'm still new to the mod. Where's the inn? It's up here, I think. We're just going to sleep. $54 there, 55, but still a vast improvement on what we were seeing when we first started these streams. So that's very, very good. So it's provisions. Let's go and sleep in the end. Just go through the day so we got some nice light. And then we'll go across the island and I'll show you those key points where we used to use where we lost a lot of frames in previous streams, but from the patching and the 3D tree reduction patch, we've got a nice stable frame.
Greetings,
right.
friend, and welcome to the... Sure thing. It's yours for...
Now, which one is it? Is it this one?
This way.
Oh, that's owners. Must be the other one. Out the way.
Always welcome.
Oh, it's here. Okay. Oh, we'll just sleep for a couple of hours then, because it's nearly early morning anyway, so let's have a little rest.
Anything else you need?
Oh, out the way, woman, for God's sake. Okay. I haven't, the inns were actually fairly well lit, so I haven't actually applied a template to the farmhouses, just simply because it saved a little bit of work in terms of making everything... That's lovely. Making everything Lux based in the interiors. I've only changed up those interiors that were way too bright. There's a drop of... Oh no, it's only briefly. Alright, it's alright. Okay. Why is that? Okay. 50 is fluctuating there.
You see, I'm busy.
Just small fluctuations, but a vast improvement overall. I mean, it was holding around 40 odd frames when we look back at that. Let's go back up to that. I'm just thinking of that shrine where we had a lot of drops in frames. Let's go and check that out. Where are we to in relation? That's... Where's that? Is it over here? Is the shrine over here? I think it might be. Oh, what time of day is it? And again, I'm going to have to allow again, there's a shrine over there. I will allow for a few drops and fluctuations because I'm streaming as well. But my local testing has been really positive, so I saw, you know, I was doing 55 to 60 in the centre of Florin. There was no drops below that. There was no drops here. So I allow for a few frames, obviously being in stream. But regardless, if you remember rightly, up here, for example, we were dropping to 35 when we turned back and looked towards around town. And it was holding as well. So if we just spin round. So out of stream, I was getting 60 here. In stream, I am getting a fluctuation. But nevertheless, it's still better than what it was. It's a shame. I was hoping. I'm getting a pull. Have I run... Hold on, folks. I just need to check something. Did I rerun loot after opening up Vortex? I haven't done that again, have I? Oh, I don't think I have. Oh, you fucking dickhead, I haven't. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Let's just check if there's nothing going on as well there, because I had good frames. So I'm just curious what's causing such a largish sort of drop. Bear with me, folks. Right. I'm just going to... I have to run loot, okay? I forgot to rerun loot. So it's the same error I did in a previous stream, if you remember. Just bear with me a sec. If I go into Vortex, I haven't tied loot into Vortex yet, so... I've just got to run loot. Hold on. Silly me. It's already running. Let's try that again. Right, thank you. Right. So now my patches and everything should be in the right order. Yeah, okay. No excuses there. Let's just check this. Make sure there's nothing running in the background. Okay. Right, let's go back in game. Okay, because in my local testing, I was getting basically 60 frames all over the island, okay? So, and I accept I'm going to lose a few frames in stream. But I was seeing more there than I should have done. And again, in previous streams, or in one of the streams, if you remember, if you watched the earlier streams, I was on Midwood and I forgot to run loot. And of course, all my patches wasn't in the right load order, and it affected the frames badly. And that's exactly what I've just done. I've been in loot, I've made changes, and I forgot to rerun loot before coming in game. So hopefully, we should see an improvement. Because the whole point of this stream is to show you the improvement on the frames per second with the Matthews patch and the bit of work that I've been doing. Let's see. Let's hit, I want to go to, because the big areas and frames of loss was on this island. It was on the fort where you fight the Daedric Lord near the end. And it was in Lundy and in Alverton, in the towns themselves. Big frame drops in these key areas when you were questing. Okay, so we're going to check those. So let's go. So as long as it says there's... So as long as it doesn't, you know, if it fluctuates, that's fine. If it's holding at a, you know, a low rate, then I don't want that. So there we go. I don't want it, you know, I don't want these frames holding at a low rate. That's the whole point. I'm trying to improve performance on the island. So there we go. This is better already. So that's good. This is where we lost a lot of frames. I mean a lot. We were down to about 40. So there's an improvement here. Especially when we looked this way, which is south. We're now looking east. That's okay. There's a drop there as we turn. And see, locally I was having 60 frames, but I've lost 10 frames here. Oh no, well, it's fluctuating. Let's go back a bit. Step back, step back. Well, it's fluctuating. So, So in stream, I'm not quite getting the performance that I did locally, but nevertheless, it's still better. It's still much better than what it was. So what I would say is, you know, if you're using Matthews 3D trees, the patch that I'll put out should help you a lot. Again, there's so many trees on this island. Now, let's go to my next port of call, which is over to this little town here, Lundian or Lundy or whatever you want to... However you pronounce that. I'm not really sure how you pronounce that. But let's go and check that out.
Let me get...
Again, pronunciation's never been my strong point. Or English comes to that. Let's just put a marker there. Yes, we will. Okay, right. I'm just going to have a sip of tea. And thanks for joining me, folks. Okay. We get on over to this other village now. I'm just going to stroll on. But that's looking really nice, actually. Just stop him a minute. I decided to create a different character, a bit more of a mean, rugged, battle-hardened character. You know, he looks like a real animal, this guy, actually. Well, but the lighting's really good. But yeah, considering, let's move on. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to run, actually. I just can't seem to run at the moment. We're going towards the next village for the next test. And there's still some quests, actually, to test out. So we're going to try to do some more quests on this island as well. So I'm going to go to the Aelid ruins in a bit. So we've got 60 here in the wild, which is quite nice. Heading towards this point here, this island here. That on the island itself, there's huge drops in frames. So again, but first we'll go to the next village, then we'll go to that island, okay? Leave that little rabbit alone, troll. So as you can see with the LODs, oh, and that, I guess that might, you know, again, I'm running medium Dindu LOD 3 LODs, okay, so that will affect, I guess, the stream a bit as well, because I'm masking more juice, you know, from the GPU. But still, I mean, if we look at the current frame rates here, there's the island there, which we'll go across in a sec, all right? I'm just going to save here. I mean, that looks really nice now. We've got a real nice skyline. The LODs look good with Dindu LOD 3. And, you know, so far, except for the little performance issue we had back along, because I hadn't set up my LODs, my loot order properly, so far now it's starting to perform okay. I'm not having the same issues as we did earlier in the stream. Oh god, we've got a bandit camp here. Let's take these guys out then. Good God, how fast is he moving? Oh, then he stops. At last. Or she, I should say. Alright, so. Again. A nice set of frames here. And like I say, I'm glad I updated the tree LODs. They look a lot better now. The island looks a lot better. Bit dark, maybe. Sky looks nice. Maybe I'll change the LOD settings and bring the brightness of the LODs up a bit. But that's looking very nice in terms of the sky there. And like I say, Dindu LOD 3 has been run now for the island. So let's now go... that's it. We're heading to... Sorry, I forgot. I'm heading to the town. The town is where I want to go. And then we're going to go on to this island, alright? So I'm just going to go to the island, the town. Bit disjointed actually in this stream. I had a nice Oblivion stream, but I'm a bit disjointed in that stream. Those frames really threw me. I was accepting that I might lose a few frames on the island in areas when I'm in stream, but yeah, that pissed me off a bit because I've got Florence sorted. The frames are good there. Alverton, the frames are good now, so that's good. And hopefully, this other little town, Lundin or whatever it's called, the frames here will hold. We're at 60 now, so let's watch the frames as we go into the village. Again, because locally my frames testing was all around 60. 55, 57, you know, didn't drop below it. I guess, like I say, streaming is a different beast again because you're using far more resources on the graphics card, I guess. Unless I was just unlucky. But anyway, here we go. It's holding at nice 59 frames. We're going to do some quests in a minute. I'm going to go over to the island in a minute. And we'll check the island, folks. And then we're going to go into that allied ruin or whatever it's called. And again, let's just do the full... Again, there's a good hold of frames here. So that, as you can see, you know, if you watch the earlier streams, there's huge drops in these areas. So now we're going to check the next drop. Where there's big drops, we're going to go over to the beach here. We're going to go over to here. We're going to go into the ruins and we're going to check out the frames and other little aspects that I want to check out. But so far so good. Let's remove that marker now from here. And let's stick it there. Okay. And again, thanks for joining me today, folks. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for your support. I appreciate it, okay? Just have a sip of tea, actually. Hello, I Dream of Sounds. Nice to see you. You might have watched the streams before, but I think it's the first time I've seen you comment, so thanks for that. So we'll go over and we'll check out... we'll go out and we'll check out this island, because again I want to check the frames on the island. I also want to see that ruin, allied ruin. We're going to go in there as well. We're going to check that out, okay? Hello. Alright. This is Midwood Isles. It's a... I can't remember the name of the author right now off the top of my head, but this is going to be part of the... or it is part of the TPSC mod pack. For those of you who don't know, TPSC is the People of Skyrim Complete. Now where am I going? Oh, I've got to go this way, haven't I? Oh, I know where I'm going. Alright. Alright, so I just get my bearings there. The mod pack consists of many fine authors, whether that's texture, animations, interior mods, armors, weapons, so on and so forth. I will show you the mod list actually in a bit if you don't know what's being run here. But we've got Matthys 3D trees. Hello, Jack. Yeah. I will check them out. Okay. So we got 60 frames per second now. I've also ran Dying Doolod 3, so we got some nice Matthys LODs in terms of trees and landscape and other stuff. So I've now got a good set of LODs. Okay. I've also created, again, if you don't know, I'll just repeat myself for those who's just joined me. All right. Good stuff, I Dream. TPSC, the People of Skyrim Complete, the all-in-one, has been updated in the last few years. So I don't know how long ago you used it. So it's got new border holes. It's got a load of new content, and I will be starting on the question version for TPS3 in autumn of this year. I've got to do some work for TPS2 after the mod pack's out, and then I'll be back to the TPSC questing version, which will give every NPC in TPSC, right? Let me just give you some background, folks, and then we'll check out this bridge in the island. If you don't know, TPSC has a lot of generic NPCs, okay? But when the quest comes along, and there's a lot of new locations, and there's trainers and there's shopkeepers and all the usual sort of stuff. But in the future, all the NPCs that I add and the locations will have backstories. Okay, questing stories that have backstories and quests of varying sizes for each NPCs. Most of them will be small, generic, miscellaneous quests, if you like. But there will be two big main quests for TPSC as well, which will involve some of the NPCs from TPSC. But all NPCs will have a backstory. Will have some sort of scene or dialogue for you to interact with. And again, because that was always the plan, and I'm just one person who's been building this project for many, many years. Okay, so as I said, this is Midwood Isles, and what we're doing here is we're testing the patch for Midwood Isles, because there was a conflict between TPSC and Midwood Isles. It's Solitude docks, and that's been taken care of. I've made a reduction patch for Matthys 3D trees, because there's so many trees on this island, it really hits the frames hard. And that's part of what I'm testing now. And I've made some nav mesh changes and corrections to the island. And I've enlarged some triggers for the island's quests because they were a bit small. And made certain aspects or certain stages of quests a little bit difficult. You know, locations or doors or exits to find. It made it a little bit difficult because the triggers were so small. So I've enlarged those triggers. So basically, the mod is very well made. It's an excellent mod. Midwood Isles, in my book, is one of the best quest mods I think I've played in terms of quality. I've just made a few small corrections which will improve the mod pack overall, okay? And the performance of the island for people that want to use it or use this mod pack. Right, now we've got this island now I want to test in terms of performance, all right? So, sorry, that's a lot of information, but yeah, that's what I'm here for, to let you all know what's going on. Okay.
Hold it. This here's a toll road, see? You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road.
Yeah, I don't think I'm really in the mood to give you 200 gold.
Tough talk for someone who's about to have their guts spilled.
You decided to come that way, did you, Lily? And again, folks, if you don't know, I am cheating in terms of my weapons, just so I can get on with the test. Again, I don't want to be fighting for hours on end. I'm just saying that for new people that may be watching, if they're wondering what's going on, okay? I'm just cheating in terms of my weaponry. And I've got myself a few cheats in terms of potions, you know, so I don't die. Because TPOS is a challenge. It's not linear gameplay, okay? Just to repeat those things, just in case.
Never should have come here.
But again, the frames here are holding great. Lovely. Lovely.
I think you're bleeding.
And if you don't know, by the way, folks, as well, I am running my own E&B preset, Setting Suns, which is part of the mod pack and is already out. You can get Setting Suns now. Okay. Oh, there's more. Where is he? Oh, and I... So, okay. That should be it. Is that it? Can't see any more red dots. And I'll just turn that music down. And another thing I did within the patch for the island, if you noticed in a previous stream, yeah, it's really good. It's a really good mod. In our last stream, one of the bandits got stuck here because the nav mesh was incorrect. It went over the wood pilling here, or the wood rail. So when I attacked the bandit in the last stream, the last test, he was running like that and getting stuck there. I've just corrected the nav mesh in this bandit camp as well, so it's all smooth. So, but like I said, it's very... I'm bigging this mod up because I'm telling you, there's very few real errors in terms of building this mod. It's a high quality mod. It's a brilliant mod. I've just tidied up a few things in terms for performance, frames per second, right? In terms of tree reduction and a bit of nav mesh work, and that's it. And a few triggers which I've enlarged, and that's it. Nothing else needed. It's a great... I love Worm's Tooth. I love Tposc, but I would say Midwood Isles is probably one of the best made quest mods I've seen so far. Alright, that's what I think. And I like its stories and the way it's put together as well. So I'm going to check these frames now, because I lost huge frames. And you can see actually the reduction in the wood, look, folks. In the woodlands, sorry, you can see, you know, there's a lot more spaces now because I've reduced those trees. Oh. Yeah, so there's a big reduction in trees just to help with those frames, but the frames are holding well, look. Now, we did the main quest, and the main quest fired off lovely, no problems, we completed that. So I don't really need to do that again. What I am going to do is do some of these other side quests. We're going to go to this Allied Ruins now and check this out, okay? It might have been. I don't know about that one. Your VR version, yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing about VR. I don't really know how mods perform on that. I dream. I really don't. You know, I'm not. I've been told TPOC works okay with VR, but I can't confirm that. I don't know. But yeah, I had an issue with NPCs being naked from the. Ah, brilliant. Good, Jack. Yeah. See, I've again, you know, I mean, I was down to 35 on the first streams when I first started testing this, as you all saw, or for those of you that did see, I was down to 35 frames in some areas. That's not acceptable. You know, you want, I mean, okay, they say about around 35 to 40 frames is okay for Skyrim because it's enough for scripts to fire off and all the rest of it. But, you know, I know there's going to be potato PCs out there, and people are going to try to run this on a... I've got a 360 graphics card, and I'm using Matthew's trees, and that is very heavy, you know. So you know, Matthew's 3D trees. are heavy when there's a lot of trees like this and dense areas, so that's why I reduced them. Otherwise, if you're using Skyrim's vanilla trees or maybe another tree mod, it wouldn't be so bad. But Mathies is a great mod, but it does come at a cost for sure. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to meet here, so this is new to me. So I might be a little bit more quieter, less technical talk now, folks, and concentration on what I'm doing. Do I need to find it? We'll have that. That's useful, especially if we go into a dungeon or ruins where... Oh, a ghost. Here we go. Okay, maybe this will answer some of my questions. Oh, where is she? There she is. Ow! Have that, you bitch. Oh, excuse my language, folks. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. Thank you, I Dream of Sounds. Because I have no idea about VR, so that's good to know it works well. Thank you. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I know I want to get into this allied ruin. I'm just wondering if there's any triggers or books or anything like that, so... Don't need that. Have that. Now, what else? I'm just reading the comments, folks, just to see if I've missed anything. So, Jack, I'm at 50 frames constantly in Midwood. Brilliant, good. So that patch did its job then. Glad to hear it. Okay, what we got going on up here? Oh, there's more ghosts. Oh, I see, right. Oh, damn it. A tricky ghost. You tell him, Lydia, or Lydie, or Lydia, whatever your name is. Skyrim belongs to the Nords. You're damn right it belongs to the Nords. And here's a rough-ass Nord character. Let's get some light on his face, shall we? When I started my new test for Midwood, and I started a new game, I decided to create a real rough-looking Nord. You know, he's real hardcore. Been in the battles, you know what I mean? Been in the wars, I mean. Oh, I missed. Damn it. Okay. So I guess we're going up, up, up. Look at those. I love those textures. That's some 2020 Parallax by Pufusher, if that's how you say his name. Lovely. Ha! Lovely jubbly. Okay. Oh, another one. Allied Ghost. I don't know if I'm saying that right, to be honest with you. Okay. That's not working. Let's see then. Oh, I haven't done this interior, I don't think. Did I do this? What I'm saying is, folks, part of my patch, there's two patches for Midwood Isles, right? You've got a Lux, you've got the patch for the Solitude Docks, the island, the nav mesh, and for Lux interiors. So I'm now running the patch with the Lux interiors. So I've made some of the interiors of Midwood Isles. They have a Lux lighting template, so some will be darker, more moody, and with more effects. That's what I'm saying. But I also made a patch for those who don't use Lux. Okay, so you don't have lighting changes for the interiors. So I don't know what I'm going to get, because I can't remember if I did this ruin. I'm sure I did. Well, that's personal taste, I guess. For me, I prefer Matthie's trees. There's just something about them I really like. But it's his plants as well. It's the combination. You get great trees and great plants. Yep, it's an expensive hit on your frames or on your GPU. It does come at a cost of performance. But as long as you've got a big enough card, it's not an issue. So, I mean, again, it's always down to personal taste, I guess. I know, for example, Jack likes... oh, I don't think I have done in here, actually. Okay, I might need to just check. Yeah, I don't think I have done in here. I'm not sure. I think I have. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It just seems a little bit darker than normal. But anyway, let's... I'll look at that when I get out. I don't know if I don't even know if this place takes me anywhere, or if there's any quest linked to this ruin, because I've never done it before. So, but I'll just explore it and see what happens, I guess. Yeah, quality work. I haven't tried that other guy though, the Circabros Ski. Oh, I can't. Whatever his name is. I'll have a look at those. I'll look that up later and see what they're like. Is that a chest there? You have to forgive my pronunciations, folks. I have a bad habit in stream, right, of forgetting mod authors' names and being terrible at pronunciation. There you go. Oh, my chat box has just moved on me. I'll have to come out in a minute. And, oh, missed him. Okay, I just got to come out a sec, because I've got to scroll down my chat box. There you go, and I can see my comments again. Go back in game. Sometimes happens when I'm scrolling in and out of first and third person. How the hell did I miss her? She was in my line of sight. How the hell did I miss that? Okay. What's this here? What's this here? All right. See, that I found that with the bulbous trees. I found they were just as expensive in hits as Matthews. Well, maybe a little bit less, but only a little bit. Depends on the area. If I was in Riften, the hit was a sort of roughly the sort of same, I think, as I remember it. But I don't mind that, really, to be honest with you. Again, like I say, I mean, I preferred the 4 version of Matthew's coloration of his tree. Version 4 of his trees were far better coloured in terms of the rifting colour than his version 5. But I still do like Matthew's work. Again, because like I say, you get all those lovely 3D plants. And it just feels the whole scenery, you know, the environment just feel so much nicer. You know, my immersion isn't being broken by 2D flowers or other structures, you know, of the plant life. So I get a continuity with my trees and my plant life. And then with 2020 Parallax from Profusher, it's just lovely, you know. It's an all-in-one project, is it? So so I Dream, I know you're a little bit behind me in the stream, so I'll just say this. So I've just seen your comment. Circ Bros or whatever retexture is an all-in-one, is it? Right. All right, I'll definitely have to check that out then, won't I? I'll have a look. Thanks for that. I thought I saw a ghost here a minute ago. Okay. My GPU was able to keep up. Well, that's still not bad, Jack. I saw what you were running. I mean, Jack, your game does look nice. I'm actually surprised. What graphics card you got? You got the next one up, haven't you? Did you say you had a 370 GTI or something? Was it a 370 GTI you said you had? Is that what you said you had? Where the hell? Just not the... Oh, a 3080 Ti. Ti, that's it, a Ti, GTI. I'm thinking of a... Okay, thanks, cheers. God, I tell you, my memory. That arrow bounced off now. What's going on here? Eye of the Saber Cat. Unknown. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing in this ruin, folks. I don't know if there's a big quest or something that might be started by going through here. But I'm just going to go with it. If you know any better, you can let me know. Yeah, 30 Ti. I mean, it was such a, like I said, there was such a presence and approach to this ruin. I was expecting something big, to be honest with you. Oh, lovely. Ooh ah! What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this, folks? What does that do? What does that do, I wonder? So I'm in a hall. There's no door out. But that's obviously going to open something. But what has it opened? Yeah, I dream of sound. So yeah, I can sort of imagine what you might have had there after seeing Jack's today. I was looking at Jack's setup, and it looked quite sort of very wild, very sort of semi-prehistoric, if you like. It was just so different from my sort of setup. But that's the nice thing. I mean, that's why I like screenshots or whatever. When people post their screenshots. Oh, did it open up here? No, it didn't open up here. Oh, here's another one here. Oh, I missed him. Let's just drop down here. Let's cheat. Oh, lovely. Now, is there another... Oh, there must be. There's a second one. Oh, I see. Oh, now I see what these are for. These must open up these gates. I guess that's what that does. Let's have a look. Ah! Okay, the way is clear. It's...
No one hides from the dead.
Okay.
Mortal fool, no one hides from the dead.
Yeah, I've seen WizKids Parallax farmhouses, but in terms of lighting with my particular setup, I like Clever Charas, but I saw there was also some updated parallax meshes for his stonework on the exterior farmhouse walls and stuff like that. So I haven't updated that, but I mean, hold on a sec. I mean, there are so many well-made and nice-made textures out there, so... Oh, that reminds me as well. Actually, you just reminded me. I was just thinking what I always do as well. At this current moment of time, the setup that I'm running is for the TPSC mod pack, and it's all really good at the moment. Stable, everything looks nice. I got nice effects in regards to magic and all the rest of it. And I must back up my whole data folder as well. I must do that. So if should anything happen, because sometimes, I don't know about you lot, I guess most of you will probably use MO2. Modern Organizer 2, but I use Vortex, and occasionally in the past Vortex has fucked up my whole load order. There's been some bug or error and it's screwed everything, so I always back up my full data folder, and that includes then my EMBs backed up as well. And I must do that after this stream, because I haven't done it for about 2 weeks, I don't think, so I must update it. Yeah. I guess if you're playing a sneak character or other, yes, yeah. Is this where we're going? Oh, the depths, it is. So I'm on the right track. Like I said, I don't know where this is going to take me, folks, if anywhere. But we'll play this out. No stories, no backstories or anything? No? Okay. Oh, let's just level up. Oh. Sorry. Lovely. Lovely. Dover Ghoul. Hey, hiya there. Oh, hold on, mate. I'm just getting beaten up. Hold on. Oh! Okay. Let me just pause a minute. Sorry, folks. I just got to have a drink. I've got a real dry throat. Okay, Dover. This is this mod pack is going to be for PC. I don't know how many mods you have on Xbox that I run in this mod pack, but you can certainly use this load order when it comes out, this mod pack when it comes out, as an example of how to run TPSC. Let me go in to my mods, folks, a minute, and just this is complicated now. Let me just say, Dover, Xbox has some patches in terms of Lux and other mods, and once I finish the mod pack for PC and Nexus, and once everything's been tested, Xbox will be getting more patches from this mod pack. There's patches for immersive, a weapons mod, a vampire mod. If you look at my all-in-one patch on the Nexus, you'll get some idea of some of the patches available. But in this particular load order, there's an all-in-one patch which is an anchor. All right. If I'll quickly go through my load order here, but PC is very different from Xbox, and Xbox won't have as much support or as many patches as, or in fact, you won't be able to run this all-in-one patch, all right? Because there's mods I've patched for, I don't think Xbox has got. If you do have all these mods, and I guess now, Jack, you're an Xbox user, Dover, you're an Xbox user, right? So if you have all these mods, right, on Xbox, and if you have the new Xbox, you might be able to run this load order. But I'm just wondering whether tipping point issues would be, well, whether it would just be too much for the Xbox to handle. But regardless, let's just take the all-in-one patch out of the equation at the moment. You Xbox users, once I put the mod pack out in March, right, Xbox users in about a month's time or 3 weeks or so, once I've had some reports back of the mod pack, you will be getting updates to your Lux patches, your Lux Via patches. You'll be getting updates to other patches that are already on Xbox, because there's been a lot of updates to TPSC, and you'll be getting new patches as well. Let me show you. I'm going to come out of the game for a minute, folks. Let me just think what I can do here. I'm already in menu, so let me just forgive me if I waffle a bit, all right? Because it's very complicated and there's a lot to think about here. So let's just go into. Let's just go into. Let me just. What am I thinking of? Right. Currently, right, everyone. Right, Dover. Currently, right. This is the current all-in-one compatibility patch, right, for the coming mod pack. Now, if you've got all these mods, right, that I'm about to show you now on Xbox, you can run the current all-in-one patch that I have on PC. So, what I would have to port the patch to Xbox for you. So let's start, all right? You got alternate start, Beyond Skyrim Wares, Tposc, then we've got JK's Belethor Goods, Dragon's Reach, High Rothgar, okay, the whatever that's called, Riverwood Trader, can't pronounce that, never been able to pronounce that, Temple of the Divines, Banner of Mare, Drunken Huntsman, War Maidens, okay? And then we go into Lux Orbis and Lux Fire. Then you've got the People of Skyrim Complete, right? And the unofficial Skyrim patch and Worm's Tooth. Now, if you have all those mods, right? If you have all these mods on Xbox, yeah, I can port this patch already and you can have this patch. All right? And you can run it with the People of Skyrim Complete. That's if you have the newest Xbox, because you're not going to be able to run all this on any other Xbox platform. Any of the old Xboxes, they won't be able to manage this along with your textures and everything else. And I'm not even sure how the Series S or X would work with all this. I'm not an Xbox user, so you guys would have to tell me. So Jack, Dover, have you got these mods? All these mods on Xbox? Because if you have... Right, well, if you have, Dover Ghoul, I can port this all-in-one compatibility patch to Xbox, and you can have that now. And I'll do that. What I will do is, I won't do it straight away, because I've just got to double-check the patch. Okay, because I don't want to be porting a patch to Xbox till I'm absolutely sure it's 100%. Because it's hard enough for you lot anyway. Okay? Alright? So what I will do is, so if you all say to me, you've got all those mods on Xbox, then I can port this patch. Now, let's get back in game, alright? Now, as for the current all-in-one patch, okay, let's go all the way down, right, to the current patch. Oh, there's a good point, Jack, yeah. Oh, Christ, yeah. You've got the fucking space limit. Oh, bollocks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, shit, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, all right. That would have to be checked. So I would need... So, I don't know who wants to do that, but if anyone wants to take responsibility to... Yeah, I didn't think of that either, Dover. If anyone wants to sort of look that up and see whether it... See, that's... Look, I mean... Well, look, I know now. I can answer now. This current patch isn't going to work. Because Broomer's 3.11 gigabytes. And then we got TPSC and all the rest. Because if I go down to my all-in-one patch, okay, for this, bollocks. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That sort of blows it out of the water, doesn't it? I mean, you might get away with that smaller patch, but let me just say, Xbox users, you're not going to be able to run the current mod pack, okay? Because I've got Forgotten City, I've got Worm's Tooth, I've got Tposc, all written into this all-in-one patch. Let me roll on down and show you. This all-in-one patch, right? Right, where are we to? Right, okay. Where's it to? Where's it to? Oh, here we go. Okay, it's got disappeared on me again. I've just lost it. Is it bouncing around? There we go, okay. Okay, so, this TPSC Lux Orb, Lux Fire, it's also a supporting patch for Tposc, for Worm's Tooth, for Lux Fire, because Lux Fire, like TPSC, changes world edits all over Skyrim. So this is a massive patch. That's why it's 8.51 megabytes, because this is the anchoring. The TPSC Lux Fire patch, right, is the anchoring patch that holds this mod pack together. And there's no way you're going to be able to run it on Xbox, folks, because it's got Broomer, which is 3.11 anyway. But let me just finish off by saying then, not to bore you anymore, Dover and other Xbox users, what I can do is, if the smaller patch will work for Xbox, I can port that to Xbox, all right? If it's within the usage limit of your memory and stuff like that. But what I will be doing, so you know, right, Lux will be updated, Lux Fire will be updated, and there will... Oh, let me show you some of the new patches that you can have. Right, so we've got this all-in-one patch, which you might be able to use on Xbox. You're going to have... I don't know if you've got better vampire weapons on Xbox. If you have, I can port this. Dungeons Revisited, I can port if you've got that, okay? I can port the Tposc Nav Mesh Island fix that will help performance with Tposc. If you've got Tposc, so I could do that. Skyrim Underground, okay? I can port that, okay? A standalone Lux Orbis patch, Xbox has already got that, okay? So what I'm saying is, you know, when I finished with the mod pack, folks, for PC, and after about a month of testing and waiting for people's feedback, and I'm going to wait that long. And the reason I'm going to make Xbox users wait is because I don't want to be loading up my patches and then have to reload them because I've missed something. Because it just, for Xbox users, the game's a little bit more complicated, okay, than for PC users. In terms of their contact with me, the way they think about Xbox, the way they think about their mods, and the way they go about things. You know, it's different for Xbox users, and I've learned to be a little bit more careful for Xbox users before I put stuff out, because the game's completely different, all right? And I'm not going to go into all the reasons for that. I mean, you know, I just want them to have a patch that works, and I know I've put a patch out that I don't have to think twice about, because I know I've done my job properly, all right? If I make a few mistakes or if I miss a few things on PC, it doesn't matter. It's easy for me to pick up on it because I'm on PC every day, and I've got other PC users talking to me. Okay, so that's why I go about things a bit differently, and why I'm going to take my time. But you will, as I said in the previous streams, once this mod pack is out, I'm going to give it a few weeks. Xbox will get their updates, all right? Okay, Xbox will get their updates, and then I'm going to get on with TPS 2 and the Hafingar all-in-one, which will take me through the summer, and then it'll be the TPSC quests. I'll start building those in autumn of this year. Okay, let's get back in game. So that's why, you know, you've got to bear with me, all right? Because it's a long, complicated process, this, and it does take time. But I hope that answers your question, Dover, and you know, I sort of hope you appreciate where I'm coming from, because I know where you lot are in relation to, you know, the Xbox, and it's not an easy machine to mod or to work with. So I think it's best, you know, that I make sure everything's right at my end before I start uploading stuff to you, okay? But you will get those updates, all right? And again, Dover, look, or any Xbox user here, right, if you come on to my Discord, and if you let me know, you know, if you help me by just letting me know, you know, for example, you know, whether or not you've got enough space to run that smaller patch, and check that out for me, then I'll upload that patch for you in the long run, all right? Okay? Right, let's get back to it, folks, okay? So, let's carry on. Where are we going? There is, thank you, Jack. Yeah, I should say that. There is provisions on Xbox for Xbox users on my Discord, okay? Don't be afraid to use them, folks. Let me say, I know I've had a long and complicated history with Xbox users and with PC users. I've been doing this a long time, and I know there's a lot of people that don't particularly like me, and I get that, and I know why. I speak my mind, and I'll be very blunt at times, but all I'm saying is, you know, I'm not a deliberately obtuse individual. I won't give you a hard time unless you're an asshole. All right? You give me shit, I'll give you shit. It's as simple as that. So what I'm saying is, I know some people worry about making contact with me. I've had them say that. You know, I've had people contact me and they said, oh, you're not what I was expecting. People said you're really difficult and really awkward. And yes, I can be if people get under my skin. But generally, I'm quite reasonable. All right? So you know, I'm only saying that because I know some people aren't always so keen to maybe come on my Discord or make contact with me because they've heard about my attitude and that I might snap sometimes or get in your face. But let me just say, I only do that if people rub me up the wrong way, all right? Okay, let's continue with this. And I don't like bringing that subject up, but it is a reality. And it is something I have to sort of bring up every now and again. Yeah, lovely. Oh, yes. Okay, right, so that being said, like I say, come and join me on the Discord if you want to, all right? And thanks for joining me today. Let's get on with it. Oh, excellent. Is that a way out or no? That's nothing. Thanks, Dover. Good stuff. Okay, let's concentrate on the playing now. No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, my stupid chat box is moving again. Okay, sorry, I'm just going to save because I haven't done that for a while, folks. And I've just got to come out because my chat box has moved and I can't see any up-to-date comments. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so what have you got, Dover? Have you got the latest Xbox by chance? Is it the S or X? Is the latest version, isn't it? I take it you're talking about my attitude. I dream of sounds, eh? I mean, you know, I'm quite sure. Sorry, it just makes me laugh. That I mean, I'm quite sure there's many people that don't know my history or know much about me, but there's plenty out there that do. So you know, I just sometimes bring that up because oh, good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Glad. I sword my. Oh, let me just get out of that noise. I had. Oh, let's just kill this guy. So.
I'll kill you if I have to.
Okay, what was going to say? I had quite a complicated history with Xbox, and in the end, I finally had a group of Xbox testers that helped me out because I didn't have an Xbox years ago, so I didn't really know what TPOC was doing on Xbox, and I relied on some people initially to help me out with how it performed. Anyway, cut a long story short, in the end, I had some real nice people that cut out my frustrations by supporting me so I could get an Xbox and also testing my work. And I've said it in previous streams and I'll say it again. It was actually, funnily enough, the Xbox community that made TPOC a much better mod. Because I had to compromise for the Xbox and I had to make many corrections and alterations over a 4-month period. And one of my chief testers, or the person that ran it, was Sword. She was a great American lass that, with a group of other people that were great people in their own right, helped refine TPOC for Xbox. And we had about 4 months of testing, and along the way, they wanted me to stick in some border homes. Some border hodes. And I did that for them as a thank you, really. Johnny K wanted some border hodes and stuff like that, so I did that. And I did some other stuff. But because of Xbox testers, really, I'd say TPOSC became the refined mod it did. And I have a lot to be grateful for Xbox testers and Xbox users, really. So, yeah. It's quite a backstory to my modern history, folks. And it's been quite a journey, but yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah. Well, thanks for your patience today in the stream or whatever. But it's. I guess it's always good to have some back history of the mod that you play, or maybe the author for some people's point of view. But yeah, that's what I was going to say. Sorry, Dover. The Series X Sword users, and I still talk to Sword now and again. My tester, and she was saying it's a fantastic machine. I've had other people say it's an absolutely fantastic machine, which is really good because from a TPOC point of view, that's really good because with the older Xboxes with TPOC, you really have to mod very carefully because of tipping point issues. But apparently, the new Xbox is fantastic in terms of performance. So I'm really pleased from an author's point of view that you guys and girls have got a decent machine to mod with. Really, it's got a bit more guts. All you need now is some more space, really.
Who dares disturb my...
Does someone... Death comes now. I will return.
Hopefully not soon, matey. Now piss off. Bloody ghost. I will return. Okay, I don't know where I'm going now. Oh, here we go. Okay. And again, I'm gonna big up this mod because it's making me work. It's a nice big dungeon, and here we go. Look now, folks. What's this? Yeah. What's this, folks?
Centuries of preparation.
I just shouted. Centuries of preparation. What's this? Defeat Darkthorn. Oh, let's get rid of him so he can't spawn anymore. You're dead, mate. You're a goner. You're mine. Off with your head, you piece of shit. Lovely jubbly. Let's get rid of him. Lovely. Okay. Undiscovered research. I better check that out in a minute. Nice. I love that little jump and yes, lovely. Okay. Now, what's this all about? Is there no book or anything? So what was that all about? What's my weight? Alright, I'm doing alright for my weight. So what was that all about? That's that one. Missing it. Okay. So is that it then? So I stopped him in his research, and that was it, was it? Oh, I'll tell you what I've probably done. I bet you there was some quest for this, a startup quest somewhere along the line that I never picked up. Maybe from an NPC in one of the villages or something. I bet you what I've done is I've come to this ruins without actually triggering the quest to start. If any of you know Midwood Isles, I take it there was probably an NPC or someone I had to talk to start this quest, wasn't there? Because I just came to this ruins off my own back, not because someone sent me here. So that's probably what that was all about, I guess. Again, this is my first playthrough. Oh, what's this? I'm not interested in that. Yeah, really good. Did you guys get to check out that? Nope, I haven't. Haven't checked that out yet. I Dream of Sounds. Okay, right, so I need some light here, can't see shit. Here we go, okay. That was fun. And I imagine, like I say, that would be linked to a quest. Oh, this is nice. I love the twinkly stars here. I'm just going to do a light test in terms of my NPC. Yeah, that's all right. Oh, that's what you're on about. Oh, yes, I do know I Dream of Sun, yes. Yeah. Jay Spira, or Jay, whatever his name is, however you pronounce that. Look at this. It's going to be a nice sunrise, I think. Possibly. I was going to add those to the mod packs, but I thought, no, I won't. People can do that individually, and it shouldn't be an issue, because I don't touch any dialogues. So you should be able to use all his stuff without issue. The only reason I haven't put that in is out of caution, because such extensive changes to dialogue, and I don't know it does, I'm just saying might or could cause issues. So I haven't risked it as part of the mod pack. And I haven't tested all these mods yet to know whether they're 100% sound or not. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I've never tested them. But just erring on the caution side, I haven't used Jay's work yet in terms of this full mod pack. But you could add them, I should think, without issue. He's a long-time author. I think he knows what he's doing. His work seems pretty solid to me. But I just haven't added it out of a precautionary step in terms of this mod pack. I was tempted to. But I didn't. Let's just jump down here. Whee! Bang. Now, we had a bit of light flicker in there. Now, what's going on here? What time of day is it? Is it something to do with my E&B, or is it just that it might be conflicting with the light of the island? Okay. Let's just go forward and have a look. See what we get. It definitely looks nice. Let's just run along this beach. I'm going to watch my performance, and I'm going to watch the lighting change. Where's the light coming over? Where's the sunrise is behind me type thing, or on my left? So I'm going to... Oh, that's good. Thank you, Jack. I'm so pleased to hear that. That's good. Okay, they do add dialogue. But you again, I'm not saying the author... depends on the author. You never know what they might have within the references. You know, I mean, Jay seems a very competent author, but like I say, you know, I was testing one mod that had references in it in terms of dialogue and other references that it didn't even need. What I'm saying is some mod authors can be sloppy, and they can have references in that you wouldn't think they have in, all right, or they shouldn't have in, and it can affect your game, and you can never know where the problem is coming from. So that's why I'm very careful with this mod pack, what I'm adding. I didn't believe that his work would be a problem. I was just throwing caution to the wind there. Because again, this mod pack needs to be stable, reliable, and constantly play, you know, well. But I will check out his mods once I've put this mod pack out, and future mod packs will have his work in them, I'm sure, because I want to use them. It's a good immersive touch, and it makes all the difference to a game. Now, if you don't know, Tposc is just released a E&B preset, and that's what you're seeing now in the skyline here and the sunrise. It's all the lighting you're seeing on this island is the E&B preset with Lux Fire, and Lux Orbis. Setting Suns was designed to work with Lux Fire, and Lux Orbis. Now on this island as well, folks, we've had good frames all the way through. So the patch is working really well. The reduction patch for the reduction patch for Matthys 3D trees, and the bit of nav mesh work and other stuff that I've done. Okay, so I'm just going to have a little breather a second, watch that sunrise. Okay. What's this, Jack? By the way, the new house textures. Brilliant, I will do. When I get out of stream, I will do, mate. Okay. Oh, again, and let me just say, Tposc, or the Setting Suns, the Setting Suns E&B is a dark fantasy preset, so it won't be as bright as some E&Bs you're used to. Okay, Dover. Thanks so much, mate. Thanks for the interaction. I appreciate it, and sharing your time with me. It makes the streams more fun for me, you know. Sat around talking to myself is no fun. Thanks for the time you shared. I appreciate it. You have a great day, or evening, depending where you are in the world. Hit that bell, mate. I stream pretty frequently, so it'd be nice to see you again. Thanks for sharing your time with me, all right? Have a great day. Okay, folks, let's move on. Let me think. What have I got to check now? Because I'm checking out, again, performances, frames per second. Let's map. Oh, we're going to go along the beach. That's what I want to do. I'm going to run along this beach now. So we might as well run into the sunrise. See what we get. Here's an animation mod I'm running. I can't remember the author's name, so you have to forgive me, for archery and male movement. Lovely. This is looking really nice, actually, folks. I'm going to save because I'm going to come back and do screenshots later. Oh, shit. Oh, lovely. I love the way he died there. Oh! Yeah, lovely. Nice depth of field to my liking, folks, with the Setting Suns mod pack. And just so you know, a little trick here. So I've got the depth of field set the way I like it, but if you go into your system and settings, okay, and you can, really you should move your depth of field to about there to just use the E&B value, but I have mine turned up a little bit, so it's just a little bit stronger. If you go all the way up, it's even stronger still. So that's the E&B Setting Suns preset, which you can find on the Nexus that I made to go with the TPOS mod pack, so it's like all in one. So it's all, so the foreground, the middle ground, the background, it all blends nicely into one with the textures that I'm using and the trees and mathies, so you get that complete picture. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to achieve, and you get a complete performance as well. So my hardware setup is a 360 NVIDIA graphics card with 32 gigabytes of memory, a 5600 AMD Series 5 graphics, not graphics, sorry, chip. Sorry, I'm being a bit brain dead there. You know what I mean. My chip, my CPU, not GPU, is a 5600 AMD Series 5, I think. So that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, damn. Oh, that hurt. And what else? What are the specs? Oh, I've got an NVE hard drive, which is obviously plugged into the motherboard, which is great in terms of performance as well. Superior performance to the mechanical driven discs. So, that's something else. Now we're going to check here again, because I did nav mesh work here and I was dropping in frames, and I just remembered this is great. When I looked towards the woodland, it was about 45. It's now 60. When I went to this bandit camp here, she didn't, or my NPC didn't path, because there was broken nav mesh, and I've fixed the nav mesh up here. There's a slight broken nav mesh. So these are other fixes that I've done. So let's see if she follows me. I'm going to go in with the sword. Where is she? Where is she? Oh, I better deal with some of these, I suppose. Oh. Now, where are you, Gertie? You should be here somewhere. Oh, look, she's still stuck there. I don't quite know what's going on there, then. The cells were refinalised, and the nav mesh was... Thanks, Dreamer Sound. It does look good, doesn't it? I started this... very noisy. I'll just wait for it to finish. Let's just see if I can encourage her to... I just want to check this nav mesh, folks, because... I don't recall that rock being in there. Oh, I know what's going on. Ah! I know what's... Hold on, let me just feel with... I know what's going on. Let's just... I've just clicked. I know what's going on. Hold on. Right, I think I know what's going on. Possibly. Was that the last... No, the bandit leader. Let's just deal with the bandit leader. Where's the bandit leader? What's going on? Oh, is he over in those towers or something? Is that the bandit leader over there? Could be. Again, my chat box is just scrolled up, so I've got to come out. Looks brilliant. Thank you. Cheers. Let's go back in game. We started this process. What was I saying? We started this process April of last year. I didn't mean to go this far. I decided I'd make a mod pack for people on PC, because a lot of people struggle with Tposc. They don't have the experience all the time to run it. And when mod packs come out, I just decided then to make a mod pack. But then it morphed into more than that. It morphed into more mods and the EMB preset and so much more. So it's gone on and on. Now, I use Majestic Mountains. And I think... What I think's going on here, when I was in the CK, we didn't have a rock this big. There was smaller rocks here. So I think what's happened is Majestic Mountains, right? You have 18 followers. Now that's impressive. And that's on PC, yeah? You're on PC, aren't you? So the hats. Hey, that's different. At least that's original. At least it's not the Warriors. I think what's going on here, I'm going to have to go back in CK, because I think these rocks are just sticking up more. I think that's what's going on, because the nav mesh has been fixed and the performance is fixed. I'm not getting any drops here. This is really good. So, but there's still something here. I think this is sitting over the nav mesh that allows her to pass through and come through. So that's just... oh, there, she's doing it this time, look. Okay, so she's navigated around it. Let's just bring her in. Okay, so that's good to see. Maybe that was just a blip then or something. I don't know. I'll double check that when I'm out of stream, folks. Okay, so that's good. She's followed me. That's the only downside of that. Yeah. Is when they block the doors and shit like that. Okay, let's move on, folks, across this coastline. And let's see what we can find. I'm going to save now. Well, not see what we can find, but just more testing and see if we see any more anomalies or anything like that. And I'm just going to let my NPC auto run while I have a drink. And watch those frames. Let's just look into the forest. Okay, there's no drops in frames. Let's change the perspective from third to first. No drop in frames. Oh, look at that moon. No drop in frames. Yeah, I love Majestics. Very good. Okay, we've got something else going on here. Let's watch the frame usage. And let's... got a Wisp Mother, maybe? I think. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's why I wanted to kill her before she brought her friends in. Or her illusionary self. Not bothered, I'll take that. Yeah. Okay, carry on with the frames test. I like Wine Dave's mountains, yeah. I love them. Just in terms of... the only reason I'm not using Wine Dave's is because Majestic just fits all the other textures that I'm using better, I think. Otherwise, I do like Wine Dave's textures, so mountain textures for sure. In fact, you'll see in previous streams and a lot of my screenshots of the past, you'll see Wine Dave's in them. Now, here is another area I need to test for performance. We're going to get round to where the door is. I think this is where we have the final battle. Is it? Yeah, it is. This is where the final battle is with... This is the final battle with the baddie. And there are real bad frames by the archway where you come into the fort. Now, because obviously I haven't started the quest yet, we're not going to see the door. Because we've got the wall and the collision that are enabled. So until the quest, trigger is hit, there's no getting into this fort. But all I need to see is that the frames don't drop while I'm travelling around it. And that's good. That's good. Because there was a big drop here. Okay, so I'm very pleased with that as well, folks. That's another good test. I'm going to go back onto the beach now because there's still stuff I need to test on the way around. TLC. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh, TCL. Sorry, I did the wrong one. Yeah. Okay. I'm knackered. That's 2 streams today, but it was important I got it done because I needed to test things. I'm just going to go along this beach a bit longer, folks, and then I'm going to leave you because I've been going for over an hour now, and I need to get on with my day. I'll have my family back in about another hour, and I need to rest up and have a drink before they get back. But I will be streaming tomorrow, and I'll be continuing where I'll be streaming tomorrow, folks, because I need to continue this test. And I'll need to test the other patch that isn't Lux, supporting Lux in the interiors. Yeah, so I'll be back on the island using the other patch for people that don't use Lux. The interiors. So, yeah, got to do it all again, unfortunately. But them's the breaks. Now, this is the other place where I wanted to test by this statue. So we're just going to go up to this statue. And let's see if we can repeat. What sort of sunset are we going to get? We're not. We're going to have an average. Okay, all right. Nothing exciting. Oh, it was the other way, was it? Okay. All right, I'm just going to go. Splashes of Storms. That's running now. That's moody. Atmospheric for sure. Okay. Let's have a look how everything feels and plays. Move away from those mud crabs. When it's raining, because there will be a few drops in frames probably with splashes of storms and the cube map that's overlaid for the wet look for Victor Z and B. I generally find it takes 1 or 2 frames. Now the statue, the frames we tested up there, so we're almost coming full circle back to Florin, and the frames have been really good, except for earlier. Let's just go back up here and see how it performs now we've been across the island, because sometimes first locations you get a few drops in the frames. And let's have a look. I'm getting another pull here. I'm going to come back here and have another look. Maybe I'm missing something. Or maybe it's just because I am streaming and the effort of the GPU is the GPU has been put under more stress, because locally I got 60 frames there. When I was playing locally I got 60 frames, so only in stream has it dropped by a few. So anyway, back to Florin then. Is it Florin or whatever the hell it's called? I can't remember now. Okay. I'm just going to go around the village again, or the town, sorry. And just double check the frames for the last time. And then tomorrow morning, or about 11:45 Greenwich Mean Time, UK time, I'll be checking the same patch. Well, I say the same patch, but the patch for those that don't use Lux. So, because the patch I'm running at the moment supports Lux interiors. Okay. Let's go around this way. There's a drop there, about 5 frames. But still good. That's still not bad. Sorry. Getting a big pull there, a big drop there, which I didn't get locally. It's really starting to piss me off, that now. I know it's raining too, but we didn't see that at the beginning of the game. Today, when I started the stream, we came round here and the frames held pretty good. And locally, when I'm not streaming, I got 55 to 60, so I might do some small checks and just go over everything again, just to be sure. I'll check locally first. If it doesn't happen locally, I'm not going to be bothered, because again, in stream we do see some performance issues now and again. Again, the card is dealing with the encoding and all the it's dealing with all the streaming, and it's dealing with the gameplay as well. So you do get a different set of variables and results when you stream to when you play locally, as long as it's not huge, and as long as it doesn't happen when I am playing locally, it's okay, I guess. Alright, so folks, after we've done Midwood on Monday, I have to run through the main quest for Skyrim before the 29th, which won't take me long, and the Dark Brotherhood, and a couple, just to make sure everything plays nicely and as it should, and then the mod pack will be out. It should be the first, but it might go into the second or something like that. Just going to look at the interior here. Let's have a look at the interior. This should be a bit of, yep, it's better than when we first came in here. That's much better. This is a Lux template applied, the Obscure template, Lux Obscure for the interior lighting. Much better, a bit more darker, a bit more moodier, a bit more shadow. Okay, so I am going to leave it there, folks, because I'm knackered. I've had 2 streams today, but they were needed. I hope that's
My king, my queen, I am concerned with the
Oh, I
recent
just gotta get-
number of bear and wolf attacks.
being so loud. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thanks for joining me, folks. I really appreciate it, right? I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to come on out now and just do my usual thanks, because I always like to thank people that's come into the streams. So, I Dream of Sound, thank you. Jack, as always, it's a pleasure. Dover, thanks for joining me, mate. Strictly, if you join me at all at any time. Who else have we got? My brain's dead. We've said that. Dream. Oh, Yoef, thanks for joining me, mate. In both streams today, appreciate that. To any and all of you that join me, thanks so much. I mean, you know, time's a precious thing, so I appreciate the fact that you share it with me. You all look after yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back in stream to continue this testing, and the mod pack will be out, and we can go from there. And you can let me know how you go with it if you use it, and I can make any updates and adjustments as necessary. There's also other patches, as you can see, on my all-in-one page, and that's not the only patches as well, because if you go on to the People of Skyrim complete page, if you're not using the all-in-one patch, there are patches that you can find that are linked within the load order section here, okay? So yeah, but you know, all these different options, you know, are there to help you with, you know, your specific load order. You know, I mean, everybody runs a different load order. Some people don't use Lux, so they might want to use enhanced lights and effects. I try to support as many options as possible. But anyway, that's a chat for another day. Again, thanks for joining me, folks. I'm Nesbit. You're the People of Skyrim, and I'll see you all soon. Again, thanks for joining me, and thanks. Sorry, I just saw your comment. I just scrolled down. 1st of March, the mod pack will be coming out, folks, around there, okay? And then again, like I say, any corrections will be made, and then I'll load those patches for Xbox users onto Bethesda. So yeah, that's basically, you know, what's going to be happening in the next few weeks. Anyway, you all take care. I'll see you on Monday, okay? Have a great weekend. See you soon. Thanks for joining me.